Alright, congratulations, you made it to another video. Good job. My name is Jonah, and on this channel I upload a variety of content, so if you enjoy any of it, please like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you know when I upload videos. Today we're going to be discussing the 2021 NFL Draft, and before I get into the draft, I have to put another disclaimer out there. I am not a sweaty sports fan, I'm much more of a casual viewer, and I can't emphasize this more here. I don't watch a lot of college football. I just don't. It's the facts. So if I don't get something right, or if I don't mention stuff that you want me to mention, don't get mad at me. I'm much more of a casual viewer, and this is just going to be a little bit of a recap and my thoughts on the draft. With that said, let's get into it. Alright, so this year's draft took place in Cleveland, Ohio, and right off the bat, this feels like a big, epic, massive party. And of course, I was watching from the comfort of my own home, but just the vibe that was given off by this draft, all the fans gathered in one place, it feels like a big epic party. And that doesn't happen a lot these days. COVID, am I right? Ruins everything. Alright, starting off the draft with our number 1 pick, which was made by the Jacksonville Jaguars, we have Trevor Lawrence. This guy is a quarterback from Clemson, and this guy is insane. He's like one of the best college quarterbacks that I personally have seen in a while. This guy's pretty darn good. He's 6'6" and weighs 213 pounds, and I'm glad he's going to Jacksonville because I think he can bring a lot of good things to that team. Alright, these next few picks I'm gonna kind of skim by, so if I miss your team, I'm very sorry. My personal team, I'm gonna get hated for this, but it's the Cowboys. Yes, I'm a Cowboy fan. Don't hate me in the comments, man. Alright, so our number 2 pick, we have Zach Wilson, who's going to the Jets. Our number 3 pick, we have Trey Lance, who's going to the San Francisco 49ers. 4 is Kyle Pitts, who's from Florida. He's going to Atlanta. Jamar Chase, I don't know if I pronounced that right, but he's going to the Bengals. Jalen Waddle is going to the Dolphins. Penei Sewell is going to the Detroit Lions. J.C. Horn is going to the South Carolina Panthers. Pat Certain II is going to the Broncos, which I think is really good for the Broncos. They need some of that aggressiveness, and Pat Certain will bring that aggressiveness to that team. And also, I heard a rumor, I don't know if it's true, but I heard a rumor that Aaron Rodgers could be trading to go to Denver, and that'd be pretty cool. I'm also kind of a Bronco fan, so I have a little bit of bias towards it, but I think that Aaron Rodgers could really elevate that team in many ways because he's like one of the best quarterbacks I've ever seen in my lifetime. Devontae Smith is going to the Philadelphia Eagles. Justin Fields is going to the Cleveland Browns. Micah Parsons is going to the Cowboys, which I think is a very good draft. He's a linebacker, of course, and I think he could bring a lot to that team. The guy is 6'3" and he weighs 246 pounds, and he's from Penn State. So I'm excited to see what he brings to the Cowboys. I think that they could really use some help. Am I right? Rashawn Slater is going to the Chargers. Elijah Vera Tucker is going to the Jets. Mac Jones, who's from Alabama, is going to the Patriots. There's just so many people from Alabama going to the NFL. It's pretty nuts. Mac Jones, who's from Alabama, is going to the Patriots. Zaven Collins is going to the Cardinals. Alex Leatherwood is going to the Raiders. Jalen Phillips is going to the Miami Dolphins. Jamin Davis is going to the Washington football team. Kadarius Toney is going to the New York Giants. Kwity Paye is going to the Colts. I probably butchered that name. I'm sorry if I did. Caleb Farley is going to the Tennessee Titans. Christian Darrisaw is going to the Vikings. Najee Harris, who's also from Alabama, is going to the Steelers. I think that the Steelers are going to be absolutely goated next year. Travis Etienne, who's from Clemson, is going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Greg Newsome II is going to the Cleveland Browns. Rashad Bateman, I probably butchered that name as well, is going to the Ravens. Peyton Turner is going to the Saints. Eric Stokes is going to the Green Bay Packers. Gregory Rousseau, I probably butchered that name too. I'm sorry, man. He's going to the Rams. Dave Owe, I probably butchered that name as well, man. He's going to the Ravens. And Joe Tryon is going to the Buccaneers. So that's the first 32 picks. Round 2. Tyson Campbell is going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Elijah Moore is going to the Jets. I think he'll do a lot for the Jets. Javonte Williams is going to the Broncos. I think he'll do really good as a running back there. Javon Holland is going to the Miami Dolphins. Landon Dickerson is going to the Philadelphia Eagles. Christian Barmore is going to the Patriots, who's also from Alabama. Steven Jenkins is going to the Bears. Richie Grant is going to the Falcons. Levy Onwuzurike. Bruh. Anyways, he's going to the Bills. Liam Eichenberg is going to the Dolphins. Trevin Moehrig is going to the Raiders. Kelvin Joseph, who's from Kentucky, is going to the Cowboys. I actually don't know a lot about that guy at all. All I know is he's a cornerback, and hopefully he'll do good for the Cowboys, man. Walker Little is going to Jacksonville. Jackson Carman is going to the Bengals. Asante Samuel Jr. is going to the Chargers. Aaron Banks is going to the San Francisco 49ers. Rondale Moore is going to the Cardinals. Azeez Ojulari is going to the New York Giants. Samuel Cosme is going to the Washington football team. Jeremiah Owusu Koramoah is going to the Cleveland Browns. Bro, I'm butchering so many of these names, man. Dylan Redonce is going to the Tennessee Titans. Dayo Odiengbo. I'm not going to even pronounce that name. He's going to the Colts. Pat Freiermuth is from Penn State. He's going to the Steelers. Like I said, I think the Steelers are going to be goated next year. Dwayne Eskridge is going to the Seattle Seahawks. Tutu Atwell, who is from Louisville, is going to the LA Rams. Nick Bolton is going to the Chiefs. Terrace Marshall Jr. is going to the Panthers. Pete Werner is going to the Saints. Carlos Basham Jr. is going to the Bills. Josh Myers is going to Green Bay. Creed Humphrey is who's from Oklahoma. He's going to Kansas City. And Kyle Trask, who's from Florida, is going to the Buccaneers. And that's round 2, bro. That's freaking round 2. And I'm sorry if I'm skimming over these a little bit too fast. I know I could say a bunch about these players, but if you can, I'm sure there's some recaps on the internet besides mine that'll say a lot more detail about each of these players. I'm just going over pretty much all of them. It's my recap, so deal with it, okay? Sorry if I'm harsh. It's my recap, okay? Andre Cisco, who's from Syracuse, is going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We got Kellen Mond going to the Vikings. We got Davis Mills going to the Texans. We got Jalen Mayfield from Michigan going to the Falcons. We got Joseph Osei from Texas going to the Bengals. We got Brady Christensen going to the Panthers. We got Aaron Robinson going to the New York Giants. We got Elam McNeil going to the Detroit Lions. We got Milton Williams going to the Philadelphia Eagles. We got Benjamin St. Just. Bro, I can't pronounce these names at all, man. He's going to the Washington football team. We got Osei Odienzua. Anyways, he's going to the Cowboys, and he's a defensive tackle. We got Paulson Adebo going to the Saints. We got Josh Palmer going to the Chargers. He's from Tennessee. We got Chaz Surratt going to the Vikings. We got Malcolm Kuntz going to the Raiders. We got Devon Diablo going to the Raiders. Hunter Long going to the Dolphins. Diami Brown going to the Washington football team. We got Tommy Tremble going to the Panthers. We got Chauncey Golston going to the Cowboys. We got Amari Rogers going to Green Bay. We got Wyatt Davis going to the Vikings. We got Kendrick Green going to Steelers. We got Trey Sermon going to the 49ers. And that completes the third round. On to the fourth round. We got Jay Tufeel going to Jacksonville. We got Michael Carter going to the Jets. We got Darren Hall going to the Falcons. We got Dez Fitzpatrick going to the Titans. We got James Hudson going to the Cleveland Browns. We got Cameron Sample going to the Bengals. We got Amon-Ra St. Brown going to the Detroit Lions. We got Derek Barnes going to the Detroit Lions. We got Jabril Cox going to the Cowboys. Hopefully he'll bring some to the Cowboys, man. Again, like I said, I don't know a lot of these players. I just got to be honest. Ellerson Smith is going to the New York Giants. We got Bobby Brown III going to the LA Rams. We got Chris Rumph II going to the Chargers from Duke. We got King Nwangwu. Frick! He's going to the Vikings. We got Ramondre Stevenson, who is from Oklahoma. He's going to the Patriots. We got Jordan Smith going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We got Tyler Shelvin going to the Bengals. We got Zach McPherson going to the Philadelphia Eagles. John Bates going to the Washington Football Team. Cameron Bynum going to the Vikings. We got Chuba Hubbard going to the Carolina Panthers. We got Kylan Granson going to the Colts. We got Dan Moore Jr. going to the Steelers from Texas A&M. We got Jalen Darden going to the Buccaneers from North Texas. We got Robert Rochell going to the Chargers. We got Tylan Wallace going to the Ravens. We got Tommy Togiel going to the Browns. We got Ian Book going to the Saints. We got Janarius Robinson going to the Vikings. We got Rashad Weaver going to the Titans. We got Marco Wilson going to the Cardinals. We got Trey Brown going to the Seahawks. We got Josh Ball from Marshall going to the Cowboys. And he is an offensive tackle. He's 6'7" and 308 pounds. The guy's completely jacked. We got Deontay Smith going to the Bengals from East Carolina. Got Buddy Johnson going to the Steelers from Texas A&M. We got Jacob Harris going to the Rams. We got Royce Newman from Ole Miss going to the Green Bay Packers. We got Tyree Gillespie going to the Raiders. And we got Joshua Kando going to the Chiefs. So that wraps up this rounds. We got 3 rounds left. Alright, round number 5. Let's get it. We got Luke Farrell going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We got Jamian Sherwood going to the Jets. We got Brevin Jordan going to the Texans. We got Taquan Graham going to the Falcons. We got Evan McPherson going to the Bengals. We got Kenneth Gainwell going to the Eagles. We got Larry Borom going to the Bears. We got Caden Stearns going to the Broncos from Texas, and he's a safety. We got Tony Fields II going to Cleveland. We got Michael Carter II from Duke going to the Jets. We got Jalen Moore going to the San Francisco 49ers. We got Isaiah Loudermilk. Bro, I'm pronouncing these super wrong, bro, I swear. He's going to the Steelers. We got Imar Marset, going to the Vikings. We got Davion Nixon going to the Panthers. We got Brendan James going to the Chargers. We got Sean Wade going to the Ravens. We got Tommy Doyle going to the Bills. We got Noah Gray going to the Chiefs. We got Derek Forrest going to the Washington Football Team. We got Jamar Johnson from Indiana going to the Broncos. He's also a safety. We got Sean Davis going to the Colts, who's a safety. We got Keith Taylor going to the Panthers. We got Nate Hobbs going to the Raiders. We got Zach Davidson going to the Vikings. We got Richard Lee Counts going to the Browns. We got Garrett Wallow going to the Texans. We got Dalen Hayes going to the Ravens. We got Demodor Leinauer. Frick! He's going to the San Francisco 49ers. We got Daryl Slayton going to the Green Bay Packers. We got Ernest Brown IV going to the LA Rams. We got Jason Pinnock going to the Jets. We got KJ Britt going to the Buccaneers. We got Cameron McGrone going to the Patriots. We got Shamar Jean Charles going to Green Bay. We got Simi Fehoko going to the Cowboys from Stanford. He's a wide receiver. Hopefully he'll do well. We got Talanoa Hufanga going to the San Francisco 49ers. We got Cornell Powell going to the Chiefs. We got Andy Tukumbo Ogundeji going to the Falcons. For these names. Avery Williams going to the Falcons. We got Ben Mason going to the Ravens. That's the 5th round, bro. Starting off the 6th round, we got our first pick was by the Chargers, and they chose Nick Niemann, who is 6'3", and he weighs 234 pounds, and he is a linebacker. So, yeah, we'll have to see. We got Hamza Nasirildeen going to the Jets. We got Frank Darby going to the Falcons. We got Joshua Bledsoe going to the Patriots. Marlon Tupulotu. He's going to the Eagles. We got Trey Hill going to the Bengals. We got Taron Jackson going to the Eagles. We got Quentin Bohanna from Kentucky going to the Cowboys, and he is a defensive tackle. We got Deontay Brown from Alabama going to the Panthers. We got Elijah Mitchell from Louisiana going to the 49ers. We got Roy Lopez going to the Texans. We got Gary Brightwell going to the Giants. We got William Sherman going to the Patriots. We got Larry Rountree III going to the Chargers. We got Jalen Twyman going to the Vikings. We got Brandon Eccles going to the Jets. We got Rodarius Williams going to the Giants. We got Chris Evans going to the Bengals. We got Marquez Stevenson going to the Bills. We got Shea Smith going to the Panthers. Racy McMath going to the Titans. We got Landon Young going to the Smiths. We got Jonathan Marshall going to the Jets. We got Stone Forsythe going to the Seahawks. We got Jalen Camp going to the Jacksonville Jaguars. We got Victor Dimukeyi going to the Cardinals. We got DeMar Hamlin going to the Bills. We got Ratchet Wild Goose going to the Bills. We got Cole Van Lanen going to Green Bay. We got Brady Breeze going to the Titans. We got Quincy Roach going to the Steelers from Miami. We got Khalil Herbert going to the Bears. We got Sam Ehlinger going to the Colts. We got Seth Williams going to the Broncos from Auburn, and he's a wide receiver. We got Isaiah McDuffie going to Green Bay from Boston College. We got Daz Newsome going to the Bears. We got Thomas Fletcher going to the Panthers from Alabama. Tay Gowen going to the Cardinals. We got Jacoby Stevens from LSU going to the Eagles. We got Kamaran Cheeseman going to Washington football team from Michigan. We got Trey Smith going to the Chiefs, and we got Israel Mukuamu, who's from South Carolina. He's going to the Cowboys, and he is a cornerback. We got Thomas Graham Jr. Going to the Bears. And that's the end of the 6th round. Let's move on to the final round, the 7th round. So for the 7th and final round, we got the Colts making the first pick with Mike Strathon. We got Jimmy Morisi going to the Raiders. We got Larnell Coleman going to the Dolphins. We got Phil Hoskins going to the Panthers. We got Jake Funk going to the Rams. We got Patrick Johnson going to the Eagles. We got Wyatt Hubbard going to the Bengals. We got Jack Anderson going to the Bills. We got Terry Vincent Jr. going to the Broncos. We got Matt Farniok going to the Cowboys. He's from Nebraska and he is a guard. We got Jonathan Cooper from Ohio State, who's a defensive end, going to the Broncos. We got William Bradley King from Baylor going to the Washington football team. We got Mark Webb going to the Chargers. From Georgia, we got Trey Nixon going to the Patriots. We got James Wiggins going to the Cardinals from Cincinnati. We got Garrett Dokes going to the Dolphins from Cincinnati. Jacot Toney is going to the Washington football team from Penn State. Michael Menet going to the Cardinals from Penn State. We got Will Fries going to the Colts from Penn State. We got Ben Skowronek going to the LA Rams. We got Kyrus Tonga going to the Bears. We got Chris Wilcox going to the Buccaneers. We got Chris Garrett going to the Rams. We got Marquise Spencer from Mississippi State going to the Broncos. He's a defensive end. We got Presley Harvin III going to the Steelers from Georgia Tech. We got Kylan Hill from Mississippi State going to Green Bay. We got Kawan Baker going to the Saints from South Alabama. We got Jermar Jefferson going to the Lions from Oregon. We got Dax Milne going to the Washington football team. We got Grant Stewart going to the Buccaneers from Houston. And that closes out the draft. That's a lot of players, man. In terms of teams making bad picks, a lot of teams made a lot of good picks, a lot of smart picks. The Cowboys, I think, could have done a little bit better in their picks, but I think that they still made some pretty solid choices. Of course, we can't grade these decisions yet because, of course, we haven't seen them play in the NFL yet. So we'll just have to see how these teams do next year. The Cowboys do deserve some points, though. They did start off by picking a few defensive people. And then we got some depth with the wide receiver and the offensive line. But I feel like Parsons and Cox could work, but we just need a little bit more investment in the linebacker. So we'll just have to see what happens. I think that a lot of teams are going to be very goated next year. Like I said, I think the Steelers made a few smart moves. Of course, the Dolphins, I think, are going to be very good next year. I think the Jets, with Zach Wilson and all the other drafts that they've made. The Jacksonville Jaguars also made a bunch of first picks. Not a ton I can talk about there. I actually don't know a lot of those players except for Trevor Lawrence, who is a top-tier quarterback, so I hope he brings a lot to that team. The Broncos picked Patrick Surtain II, and I think he's a very good cornerback. I think he played really well with Alabama from the college football that I do watch, of course. However, I think the quarterback needs some work. Drew Lock and Teddy Bridgewater, I think they're okay, but like I said, I think they need some work. I hope the rumor turns out to be true that Aaron Rodgers is going to Denver. That would be incredible. At least for me. I know the Green Bay Packers fans would be upset, but for me, that'd be pretty cool. Overall, what I thought of this draft, I thought it was pretty boring, but I do like the picks, and I think that it's going to be pretty interesting next NFL season. So, with that said, I think I'm going to wrap up this video. This was kind of just a minute of thoughts, and then the rest was just kind of a recap. So, I'm sorry if it was long, but I do appreciate it if you made it to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for crushing it on the first video, my thoughts on March Madness. It did very well. Surprisingly, it did a lot better than I expected, and I have 15 subscribers at this point. So if you're watching this video and you enjoy the content I produce, consider subscribing. It's free. You can always unsubscribe if you change your mind. So subscribe and like the video, because liking the video actually helps out the YouTube algorithm a lot, and it'll produce my videos to more people in a much quicker way. So please like the video if you enjoyed it. And if you're wondering why I started this channel, it's because of my friend Sean. Go check out Sean. We do a Disney podcast together where we talk about all of the pop culture stuff that's going on in the world. So if you want to go check him out, I'm going to put a link down below in the description. And you can check out what we have to say on the podcast. We do it pretty much usually every Monday. We may do it some offshoots here and there, but yeah. And we just finished covering The Falcon and the Winter Soldier on Disney Plus, so you can see what we have to say about that and many different things over there. I'm going to be doing some shows too. Like, I know I'm going to be doing Bad Batch, which is a Star Wars show, starting soon. So if you're a Star Wars fan, stick around. Other than that, I think that's pretty much it. If you enjoy, please like, subscribe, hit the bell. My name is Jonah. I'm out.